Hi, my name is Jen. Welcome to my channel, All My Plants. Today I am doing even more plant chores. I've got, let's see, what do I have to do? I have Ficus, Taniki, and Ruby in this pot. It needs to be repotted. And then Ficus Burgundy over here in this pot that needs to be repotted. I'm not gonna like separate them out. I might even mash them all together in one pot, which I know somebody's dying inside that I said that, because those things don't match, they don't go together, but in my mind they do. One pot is one plant, right? That's room for one more plant. Okay, so that is the plan. That's, I think, what we're going to do today. I'm going to move you so you can see a little bit better, but yeah. I don't know what or if I accomplished anything trying to move that camera, but here we are. Sorry, I'm really bright down here and not so much up here. The sun's coming in the window. I'm gonna make a mess, as usual. Let me... my dirt catcher bin. Come on, kitty, I'm sorry. Let go. Sorry, there's more bins somewhere. Go lay on one of those. Alright, I guess we'll start with this one since it's right here. They're so light. So the reason I'm repotting these is, number one, they take up a lot of space, and number two, the soil is like hydrophobic. I water it and it needs to be watered again the next day. So I'm not sure if it's like just really well rooted. Actually, there's not that many roots, right?
Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
All right.
It's okay. I was expecting it to be more root bound, but it's really not root bound at all. I mean, there's some roots, don't get me wrong, but it's not to the point where it should be drying out like it is. I'm gonna loosen some of the soil maybe. Just give it a squish. I appreciate that you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm smushing this root ball, and we're gonna knock any loose stuff off. I don't know if I'm going to be real disruptive, because I know these plants can be kind of me when their roots are disrupted. So I'm being somewhat disruptive for sure. I think, if the other one's like this and not overly rooted, I think I can fit them in a pot together. But I don't think I'm going to have to go as big as I thought I was going to. Phew. Dry deer tay. So dusty. So dusty. Yeah. It's just, like I said, it just dries so fast. That's why I'm trying to get some of this old dirt off so we can get some fresher root around those, fresher dirt around those roots. Dirt inhalation. Alright. Alright, I guess that'll do for that one. It's some looser, some better. I'm just going to set it right here and set it to the side for a minute. Whew. Whew. Alright, let's check out the Burgundy, which you might be able to see it's got some plant tape on it, and that's just because it was like spreading out and trying to eat all of the space in my house. Yeah, this one's going to come out really easy too. Cool. Cool, cool. Once again, not very root bound, and they weren't when I repotted them into these like 2 years ago. So, but they've grown considerably, so I don't, it's weird. Is that all ficus and stuff? I don't have many other than these, and I think yeah, the Shavariana. I haven't had a fiddly fig in ages because I keep killing them. Given up on them. My daughter has one somewhere. I think I killed that one too. I don't know if it's doing very well. But yeah. I have no desire really to have a fiddly fig. I'm not saying it's not a lovely plant. It is. It's just I, don't do well with them, and I prefer to not kill plants. So if it's something that I've killed once or twice, I probably won't have it again, It's one of those things. I'll give it a couple tries, but I've learned to what my strong suits are and what they are not, I guess, at this point in my life. And fiddly figs are not one of them. These guys do okay for me, surprisingly. They really do all right. I'm into it. I'm into it. All right. I think that's as much as I'm willing to disrupt that one. Get rid of this. Clean up a smidge of the mess. Oh my God. That plant that just fell over also needs some TLC. Maybe next video, maybe this video if we have enough time. What am I putting these in? I'm gonna put it in this. Until recently, my Philodendron burley marks lived in here, but I chopped it all the way down. It was probably maybe pushing 4 feet tall. If I can find a screenshot, I will put it in here because that video didn't work out. I recorded that yesterday. It was supposed to be today's video, but my sound quit about 5 minutes in. So, but this is some of the plant. I don't know, can you see the roots in there? Maybe you can kind of see them. But yeah, this one, there's 2 of these, a jar somewhere, and then like a little aquarium because it ended up being a lot of plant material that I'm trying to root. So, and I also chopped up my Philodendron subhassatum in that video. Yeah, I think I got 9 cuttings from it. We'll see how it does. All right, I need dirt, soil. My handy dandy soil bin, which I actually refilled. Please don't fall on the floor because that would be a hot mess. I'm gonna stick some soil on the bottom of this guy, I guess. And go from there. And why do I have the littlest scoop in here? Work with what you have, I guess. You could be here for a while. Let's scoop fast. Slang it in there, slang it in there. Do you think this is gonna take the whole bin to fill this? No, I guess not, because we have 2 pretty big root balls to put in there, so maybe that'll eat up some of this space. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Okay, so I filled it to about there, maybe. I'm gonna push that towards the edge. And plunk these guys in here. These guys, I put them out every year in my greenhouse. They love it. They much prefer to live outside than they do in my house. Just the humidity and the heat really seems to bring them joy. All right, and smush. Oh, more smushing will be required. Okay. Yep. All right, that works. So they're currently about 1.5 to 2 inches from the top. Let's see. You guys hang out here for a minute. That needs to be washed. That needs to be washed. I'm getting quite a stack of pots down here. That needs to be washed. Oh, somebody was sticky. Okay, what am I looking for? A bigger scoop. All right, I found this pot. It's slightly larger than what I was previously scooping with. Okay. Once again, teeter this precariously on the edge of the counter. This is the kind of dirt I like the smell of. I'm not sure if I said that, but yeah, we have a thing around here. We kind of like the smell of wet earth. Kind of reminds me of like when you walk in the woods and you smell all the damp and moldering leaves, which is a thing that I love. And my children love it as well. Like not dry, dusty dirt, but like forest dirt. Does that make sense? That's a good smell. It's a really good smell. Humble opinion. I mean, if you have systemics in your soil, I don't recommend sniffing it, but at all. I don't think there's systemics in this though. Like I said, I just mixed it up, so. We'll wash our hands anyway, just in case, because I'm jamming them in there. It would be a shame if I killed this plant by repotting it into a pot this much bigger, or by smushing them together. I don't think so. I don't think so. I thought it would die the last time I repotted it, which was also the first time I repotted it. So, and it has not been repotted again since. And I think I've had them maybe about 5 years. I know the burgundy I have. I've had that one for quite a while. And I thought that was going to die just, you know, on principle. Because it hasn't had the best time here. I've stuck it in random places, just trying to get it through the winter, you know, till it can go back outside, or till it can go in a place where there actually was some actual daylight. But no, she's tough. She's tougher than I would have given her credit for, especially after having had fiddle leaf figs, because I just can't make them happy. I don't know why. I don't know what they want from me. Maybe they just want something that I wasn't giving them. And that's what I assume. But I don't know what that thing is. Don't know what that thing is. Maybe they're not, like, I want to accuse the plant of being like tricky or particular or something like that, but it's probably not. It's probably I just don't do the things that it would need to thrive, I guess. Hold on, I'm going to beat the heck out of this. Let me move this out of the way before I dump it in the floor. Why are there flies everywhere? It rained last night, I think, and there's just the land of the flies around here. Okay. Even more soil. Gosh, I'm making a mess. I'm knocking things over. I've been on a roll here lately. I was trying to cut up that Burley Marks Philodendron yesterday, and I was using these little snippy snips here, and I like fumbled them, dropped them 2 or 3 different times while I was standing right here, and they kept sticking straight down into the floor, like just thunk and stick. And so basically, if I'm divorced by New Year's, you'll know why. It's had enough of me tearing stuff up around here. So, all right, I might go with that there. One more scoop, one more scoop. One more. All right, I'm gonna go with that there. I just saw a creature. Stray cat. Okay, so now let me get my little handy dandy water thing. So I can give this a drink. All right. Careful, Jen. Phew, okay. All right. How do you like these pants? Ooh, I'm getting water everywhere. Marshalls. That's where I got these pants. I love them. I have warped the shape of the pot to be a little bit more oval than it's supposed to be. Maybe once I get it kind of watered in, I can squish it back into a normal round shape. Not that it really matters. Not that it really matters. Why? Why am I using that? I'm right here at the sink. Make life hard. I like a challenge. Trying to make sure that the water doesn't get hot and scald my roots. Okay. Oh, smack her around a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there we go. Now we're kind of more round-ish. There's still not water coming from the bottom of the pot though. Great day. This is going to take a while to get to the bottom. It's still not coming out. Lord, how much is this going to hold? I feel like that's a lot of water. Okay. Let that drain through a minute and see how it goes. Oh, there it is. It's coming now. Good, because it's like floating on top. All right. Yay for that. I'm going to let that sit there and drain a little bit and clean up my mess. And I guess we haven't been recording that long, have we? About 20 minutes, not quite 20 minutes. So 17 minutes, whatever. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then I guess we're going to chop that guy up. This Philodendron bipenifolium. We'll see. It's Philodendron bipenifolium. Can you see? It's a lovely plant. It's not that it's doing bad, but it's kind of not on the best situation here. This pole, let me back up again. This pole is, it's PVC in the center, so it's not moss all the way through, which kind of makes it difficult for the plant to really properly root in and grow. Not that this plant has complained, it grabbed right onto it pretty much right away. I think there's 3 in there. But I want to get it off and get it onto an actual pole. This video will probably just be me fighting to get it off because it's wrapped around, it's grown in, and I might have to cut it apart mesh by mesh to get it off. We'll see. Okay, slight camera adjustment. I think I'm just gonna rip it out of this pot first. Sounds brutal. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do though. It's not done bad. Like, I'm 5'7" and this is how tall it is. I guess I'm in the frame. Am I? Yeah, I can see myself barely moving on the monitor, but I can see it a little bit. No glasses. Anyway, it's done all right, but it's been on here a long time. And I say a long time, 3 years, maybe? I don't know, but, and it hasn't been repotted since. It's always dry. The pole is, the moss on it all the way around is maybe ½ inch thick. So it just doesn't retain any moisture, not for very long. It's dry and I just watered it, or it's mostly dry. I don't know, but either way, we're gonna, oh my gosh, maybe we're gonna get it out of here. Yeah, we are. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna make a mess while we do it. I'm just knocking extra dirt off, mostly in the floor. I think I might have gotten lucky and knocked some off in the actual pot. Maybe a little bit went in there. Yeah, it looks like 3 of them are in here. Together. They're roommates. All right, I think that's the best I can hope for. Let me set this up here for a minute, somehow. Okay, I've made a mess. Look out, Weenie. Okay, so if you need reasons to not make your plants happy, I have some. Number 1, they get big when they're happy. I think I am just gonna cut the roots off. I'm pretty sure. that that's what we're about to do here. That's what's gonna happen. This is just alcohol in a little spray bottle, 70%. Make sure I don't spray myself in the eyes. Because the way my recording has been lately, my videos have been, that's exactly what I do if I don't pay attention. Paper towels. Honestly, it took me so long to find the paper towels, it's probably dry by now. Mostly, but not quite. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna ditch these roots just so I'm not making such a mess. And the lower parts of this plant, wow, the stems actually inside look nice and green and gooey. Not gooey, wick. But there's some roots for you. But yeah, it's not gonna root along here where these roots have dried off, I don't think. So we're just gonna lose those. And in an attempt to make it easier to work with, I have Velcro on here still, where I was trying to hold it on once upon a time. This has been a good plant. It's one of those ones I got it, I was just like, oh, that's cute. And it has like a weird kind of bluish sheen to it. I don't know, it's like a, does it show at all? It's like a blue sheen, I don't know. But it's bipenifolium for certain. Philodendron bipenifolium, fiddle philodendron or horsehead philodendron, I don't know, I've heard it called. I might try to root some of these. I don't know. I don't know why I would, because I'll have like 30 plants of this if I do that. Maybe I'll just refrain. Oops, it's grabbed around the, it's like attached with the Velcro behind it, right there. Yeah, the node above it is attached and the node below is attached. There we go, slid it out, slid it out. And I think this one is going to be the same way. Oh boy. It is. How about this one up here? This one's not, okay. I'll get the ones off that I can, I guess, and the rest of them will just have to wait. Yeah, this is going to be such a mess. I have to cut this whole thing apart, I'm pretty sure. To get it off. And hopefully not cut all the roots. Where do I even start? Where do you start with something like this? Like, I understand with regular plants on poles, but this is, I've made a mess of this for myself. Hey, Miki. I guess I'll start at the bottom, see if there's any roots down here in this part of the pole. Because I don't know. There's roots there, wrapped around the outside. Yeah, nothing's ever as easy as you think it's going to be. At least it's not for me. I'll just cut around it and around that. Yeah, there's roots everywhere here. Alright, see if it's attached. Hey! Alright, there's some of the pole gone. You can see some of those, maybe. Some of those roots I was talking about there. Which way? I don't know which way to go. There we go. They're like hanging out there. And I think I'm going to do that in sections because that actually went okay. Okay-ish. But anyway, I went and got extension cords. Oops, I'm hitting my refrigerator. Oh, it's just going to slide around the pole. Can I do this? Oh, yay! I went and got extension cords earlier today, so that's cool. I can actually plug in my Christmas lights. I think when I get done here, that is what I will do so that I can show you finally. And so that I can see it finally. Maybe now I'll work from the top down. I don't know. I'm just cutting. I've gone rogue. I had a plan and I ditched it already. So I'm probably cutting a lot more than I need to, but I really don't want to fight with this a whole lot. Does that sound like laziness? It is. It's okay if it sounds like laziness, because it is. Oops. Absolutely. Laziness. Ooh, I hear roots. I think I'm still connected somewhere too. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. I don't even know. Now I'm just cutting straight up the back. Oh, I forgot one. I have to, like, be careful. I'm trying to save these roots. That's why I'm not just ripping it off of this pole. I'm trying to save some of the roots that it has. Maybe, hopefully, for rooting purposes. Oh, this moss is so dry though. It's like it's never been hydrated. It probably hasn't ever really been as hydrated as it should have been. But, man, I'm gonna make such a huge mess. Y'all, if I'm divorced by New Year's, you know why. If you can hear my cat and dog over here jumping all over plant dirt, I'm sorry. They're having a great time though, for the record. The most fun that has ever been had is being had. Gosh, okay. There's just roots growing all around everything here. To the point where I can't even open some of the mesh because there's roots in it. Or over top of it, rather than in it. They're in it too. Oh, I thought I broke that. Maybe I didn't. Ooh, I heard those break. You could probably hear those break. It was so loud. These animals are insane tonight. I'm wondering if this will be easier or harder if I moisten it. Probably not any easier, huh? There is no easy way to do this when you've let it get this bad. I'm pretty sure of it. If I'm telling you lies and you know an easier way, please tell me. Please tell me, because this is the only method I've got for dealing with this. I don't know a better one. Can you hear that fan? I can hear that fan. Hold up. Alright, that's probably better. My bad. I was making breakfast for dinner. And it was smoking. So, in an attempt not to kill my family, I turned the exhaust fan on and forgot to cut it off. Oh my gosh. I've been dreading this. It's been sitting here for a couple weeks while I've been putting this off. Just because I knew this was going to be a pain in the butt. I knew it was going to take time. I am just struggling. But I'm going to get it. Because I'm hard-headed and today I'm trying to play anyway. I'm trying to play Gen Wins because that's my favorite game. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be, I'm gonna be a while, y'all. I'm gonna be a while. Y'all, like, what is your most put off plant chore? If you're a plant person, I assume you are if you're here watching. What is your most put off plant chore? Like the one you're just like, I'm not doing that. Nope, not even doing that today. Like for me, it's probably things with poles. It really is. It is probably things with poles. I just put it off and put it off and put it off. And this one here, it maybe wouldn't be so bad if I could do the whole chop and extend thing, but clearly I cannot because I put it on a pole that nobody should use for a plant. But I did. For whatever reason. I thought that this was a great idea. It's not. It's not. Don't do this to yourself. Am I going to cut it here? Yes, I am. Right there. Alright, so that's the top section. We'll put him in some water and get that moss off. Let me see if I can find something to set water in while I do this and let the moss hydrate a bit. I'm just going to use one of these, you know, dishes, drainage things, catcher thing. What do you call that? I don't know. Tray, liner. I don't know. But I'm just trying to soften that moss up, and I guess I'm going to end up doing it a lot more. All right, the very next node beneath that doesn't even have a leaf because it broke. Probably one of the many, many times this plant fell over. Oh, but it was rooted in ever so slightly. Maybe you can say. Maybe. I don't know what to do. Gosh, am I going to make a whole bunch of single node cuttings? Am I? Am I really? No, I'm not. I'm not. Am I? No. Yeah, no. Decisions. Decisions. Alright. You think you maybe want to come out? Let go? Alright. It won't let go. Oh, the one below it did. Okay. Same thing, it's stuck. And moistening some water on that sucker. Let's get ready to start swearing. Swearing ain't good, is it? Alright, more cutting. But yeah, this is my most loathed plant chore, is messing with moss poles. I've said before that I don't love moss poles. Not this kind, not stakes, not any of it. I do it because the plant appreciates it. And I still don't love it anymore. I mean, you get the results you want from it, for sure, or I do, but it's just, it causes plants to become, for me anyway, high maintenance. I have not had any luck just putting a bottle on top of it and letting it drain. What happens then is it just kind of spills over everywhere, or if the moss is already hydrophobic, which mine normally is, it doesn't soak into the pole. It's just kind of, wow, this is really naked. Almost all the way to the top. That's the one I was just cutting on. Anyway, it doesn't really soak into the pole. It just kind of goes everywhere else. It runs right down the side of the moss and off into oblivion or something. I don't know. In my floor, wherever. It just goes where you don't really want it to be. Oh my gosh. Let it go. Ugh. So, I don't love that. And then I've tried the cup method. You know, you just, set the cup on top and let that slowly drip through. Dang, I broke a leaf. Let that slowly drip through. That hasn't been very successful for me. I'm not saving any of this either, because same thing as the bottle method. And then I've tried the walking around with these things top. I need one of these that holds a gallon. That's what I need to top up poles every day. And I don't have one. So I've tried that, and it just takes a very long time. So I've tried cramming them all into the tub. Of course, they all don't fit at once. I forget them. People want to get in the shower. They'll take them and set them on the floor. They fall over. They break. You know, stuff happens. So basically, long story short, what I'm saying is I just haven't found a great method of keeping them hydrated that doesn't make me a little bit loopier than I already am. So, I don't know. What, like, if you have moss poles, what method do you use? And does it really work that well for you? Or is it just kind of like you just power through? Because that's what I'm doing. Nothing really works for me. I'm just struggling and powering through. Oh, that's already cut. I'm just powering through, trying to keep my plants as happy as I can. Oof. Alright, more cutting. But yeah, like self-watering moss poles, I've seen people with the, you know, you put the cord in them or whatever. I don't know about that either. Is that one of those things where it's only really going to keep the core around the cord moist, or does it actually keep the whole pole going? Because I don't know. Like, I have that problem with some of the self-watering planters that have the cord in them. It's always really wet around the cord, but maybe not so much everywhere else, which there isn't everywhere else on the plant, and it also needs water. Where am I stuck? It's gotta be roots. Gotta be roots. Wow. I think more of the roots on this particular section are on the outside of the pole, like growing up and down the outside of the pole. Like, there's a cluster of them right here. Okay. I see you. Right there. Oops. How, like, if you do Christmas shopping, how are you going on that? I've done nothing but online Christmas shopping so far, and I'm hoping that's all I do this year. My husband and I are in agreement on that. It's just very convenient and easy, and our kids are older and they don't need, you know, a whole bunch of nonsense. I don't buy them clothes anymore because they don't wear the clothes that I do buy them. I guess I have old people taste in clothes. I can't even really argue with them on that, because you see my idea of fashion. So, I don't know. If they don't ask for something specifically, I have no idea what to get them. No idea. I'm apparently not a great gift giver. But if they can just go ahead and come right out and ask me, hey, I want blah, 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 happily. Make my life easy. I will do that. Alright, that's an empty node. I mean, I am going to go, I guess sometime, maybe this week, I'm not sure, and do some stocking stuffers. I do actually go to the store to get, you know, odds and ends, stuff like that, but other than that, I'm done already. No, actually I have our oldest girl. I have no idea what to get her because she hasn't asked for anything. And I don't know what she needs. Most of the time, like, they're at that point in life and secure enough in their lives that they just, if they want something, they go get it. They just go buy it. If they need something, they just go buy it. They don't have to rely on us at all to really help them with much. So, or very rarely. Very rarely. If they do, something has gone terribly wrong. So, you know, which things do sometimes. Things do. Am I making progress? I guess I'm making progress. We could be a while. I think I already said that, but I'm really feeling it at this point. I don't know if it's ever taken me this long to unpole a plant before, or if it ever will again, because I won't do this again. I have learned my lesson. I might be hard-headed, but I am able to learn nevertheless. Things that make good sense, and things that don't, like this, don't. Man, oh man, I can't even see the mesh in this particular spot. It's like buried in there. Lord have mercy, it's a mess. It's really hard to hold the pole the whole time too, because I'm afraid to set it down. I would like to like lean it down on its end, but there's roots hanging out there and I don't want to mangle those. Gosh. The roots are just like weaving in and out of this thing. Just weaving in and out. I think I made a couple out of this stuff, and this is the only plant that really went, yes, thank you. I appreciate the support. Like, any support is better than no support, apparently. because this plant just very enthusiastically grabbed everywhere. I think the other one I had on this was a Monstera Adansonii, which I just recently killed, like the Laniata, the wide form. I say I recently killed it, I don't know, it just tanked. But it's been sitting in my bathroom floor for 3 years. So I don't hold it against it for not wanting to live there anymore, or at all, if that was the case. So much dry crunchiness. I'm surprised more roots aren't coming off in this moss because it's that dry. But I guess they're used to it. They've been this way for a while. Like I said, even hydrating it doesn't really seem to hydrate it. Oh, we're overheating. Carrying on. Maybe we won't overheat again anytime soon. We probably will. I can't even remember what I was saying. Maybe it wasn't important. But maybe it was. You'll know better than I would at this point. I want to go plant shopping, and I think I'm going to take you guys with me. I think I'm going back up to that place in Delaware. I don't know, I'll see. They might be busy, and I hate like dragging a camera around and like trying to record when a place is busy because I don't want to be a pest. You know what I mean? When I go to plant shop, I really don't feel like being recorded. And so I respect the fact that maybe that is true of other people as well. Maybe they don't want to be in my video. Maybe they don't want to be recorded. They just want to chill and plant shop. Okay, so that might have been the thing to do in the first place. I've just like cut this open and then cut around the roots that are like cut spaces for them to escape. The roots that are like stuck in there. Yeah, that's the way to do that. I'm a genius. You didn't know? I think that's the way to do this. It seems to be working. I might be speaking too soon, but I guess we'll find out here momentarily. Shan't we? We shan. Open this one. I'm hoping I don't break like every leaf before I get it out of here, and every root while I'm at it. Okay. Oh, there's like a cluster of them there. Can you see them? They're all like grown around the whole right in this area. A whole mess of them. Okay. I better hold on to that. I might drop it otherwise. Gosh, what a mess. This should be loose. I don't know why it's not. There's so many roots up in this section. This must be the area where I decided that it was a good idea to put it outside. And I still think it is. I love being able to give my plants summer vacation. Like even if you only have like a shade tree or something, stick them out there under it, I swear. I know a lot of people are like pests, but no. I think I have far less pest troubles outdoors than I do indoors. I mean, don't stick them out there right now, unless you're in Florida or, you know, somewhere much warmer than where I am. It's not been bad here. It's actually been mostly warm. Mostly. I think today it was probably right around 60. I mean, I was in this most of the day, so. Or no, that's a lie. I was in this and a pair of pajama pants most of the day, but I had to leave the house and go adulting. My husband's trying to sell his engine and outdrive, a diesel engine and outdrive. So I had to go with him and make some video of that. But anyway, it means I got a boat ride out of it, which is a little weird for me in December. It's not typically a time I'd be like, yay, boat ride. Any other time maybe, but usually December is not it. Not for me anyway. Oh gosh, come on now. I don't think this warm weather is going to stick around very long though. I don't know, one year we had a Christmas that was in the 70s. That's not the norm here though. Not usually. I'm going to have to cut every bit of this mesh off. Okay, hang on, let me do that because we've been fidgeting with this for a while and I'll be back after I get it all cut off. That's been intense. I've got it, I think. I've made a huge, huge mess. I'm not saving any of this. I'm going to pitch it all because it's old. Not great looking. This moss, I mean. I feel no need to recycle this particular moss. It's got like a lot of perlite in it. I don't know where I took it from to make that pole. Maybe a prop box. Sometimes I put like moss bark and perlite in my prop boxes. I don't know. But yeah, so I've got the remnants with the moss bricks soaking so that I can maybe get that off of there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in water for now and then I'll get it on a pole maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, don't know. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with here. It's all sopping wet. Ooh. Alright. But yeah, this is kind of what I've done, is just gotten it good and soggy. Or I'm trying to get it good and soggy in hopes that it'll come off easier. There's still pieces of like that green mesh in here, but I don't want to rip the roots, so I'm trying to gently remove that as much as I can anyway. I cut a lot of it off. It took me a very long time. But yeah, it's just roots tangled in here now. Is this broken? Yeah, I broke that one from somewhere. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to fidget that off as much as I can, because I don't think it needs to be stuck on these roots while they're in water. Am I going to propagate this more? I am. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. Just a little bit more. I think I'm going to do single nodes except for the top cut, which I'll leave, I don't know, a handful of leaves on.
Are you recording?
Yes. So, okay. That left some roots there. And how many leaves do we have? 5? 4 and 1 coming. Alright. That there. And then these I'll do some single nodes on whatever leaves look good. That one there is browning, so that one's gone. Make sure I don't cut where the leaf is going to come from. It's kind of woody looking at the bottom, but it does have roots, so maybe I'll do these 2 leaves, and then, no, I'm just going to do these 2 leaves. We're going to get rid of that bottom leaf, which is a shame because it's not bad looking, but I don't need 900 of these, as much as I love them. Alright, more moss removal. Oh, and there's pole stuck in this one too. Still, some of that mesh. It is coming out easier though, now that it's damp. Thankfully. Because I was starting to wonder if I was ever going to get it. You know what, I think this might need more water. More time and more water. Yeah, it's still kind of crusty and dry inside. I'm not going to put that down my sink. Hold on. I'll just trade that for this one. Oh yeah, this one's still kind of dry in here too, but... Alright, this is a plant. I am not going to propagate this one at all. It's a separate plant. This is it. Actually, I might cut it up closer to where some of the roots are coming from, but other than that, yeah. That's how I'm going to work with this one, I think. And to keep these roots moist, I'll probably just like wrap them in some moss and like cling wrap or something. Cling film. Oh gosh. Let it go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna propagate that right there. Or I say propagate it, but that's where I'm cutting it. There. Little baby leaf. And I'm gonna get rid of this bottom leaf. and probably this bottom leaf, and then the empty node, or the empty petiole, rather. Okay. And pull the rest of that off. This poor thing. I need to do better with my plants. I don't know, I do pretty good with some of them, and then others I'm just like, ugh. It's a hassle. But I love them. Like, this is a really pretty plant. All kind of immature leaves on that one, but still very pretty. Okay. I'm itchy. Your face will never itch as bad as it does when you have stuff all over your hands. Is this plant? Yeah, this is the top cut. And that random root. So this one here, I'm not going to cut it anymore. We're gonna go with it just like it is. I could really just slap these on a pole right now and just poke those existing roots in. I just don't have the energy to do it tonight. Actually, this is a yucky leaf. It's, well, not yucky, but it's just missing half of it. So that's gone. And am I fooling around with this? It's 2 leaves. Oh boy, I'm making a mess. And the water again. Look at that, it comes off so much easier when it's wet. Alright, it's got some little roots. Aerial roots that were in the pole. I don't think I'm going to fart around with that though. It's a shame because those were pretty good sized leaves. Alright, I'm not messing with it. Seems terrible. I know somebody's like, you're going to throw that away? I just don't want to. Maybe I'll propagate them. How about that? Those 2 larger leaves, I'll propagate them. I just don't want to have a whole bunch of this around when I really only need enough to put on the pole, which I have in my sink currently, so I don't know. I love this plant, but I just don't need a bunch of them. If it won't fit in one pot and on one pole, I don't think I can do much with it beyond that, beyond one pot and one pole. I have a lot of plants. I've said it many, many times. I'm upwards of 400 plants. I was closer to 500 at one point, but I killed a lot. And I haven't counted since. I don't know if I killed 100, but I killed a bunch, for sure. I keep getting that one root that's broken, tangled up and everything. Okay, I will pull this one as well, because that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Like, it's not bad. Oh, sorry. Help if I held it down where you could see it. It's not bad. Okay. I'm going to clean up my mess again. And what do I do with them? I don't know. I think this is going to be a disastrophe now that I've cut them up. I don't know if they'll fit, but we're going to find out. Okay. Let's see. Gosh, I've made a mess. The roots are at least kind of pliable when they're wet, so maybe I won't break them. Maybe. I swear to nothing. Oh gosh, there's still a lot sticking out of the water. And now we wrap the whole thing in saran wrap to keep them moist. Sounds insane, but I swear this is going to work. And if not, then you'll hear it from me that it didn't. Like I said, I don't plan on leaving it like this long term, but you know, the best laid plans and all that. I'm hoping only today and possibly part of tomorrow. Maybe all of tomorrow. I don't know. Sometimes life gets in the way of your plans, as I'm sure we all know. Alright. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep some humidity and moisture around those aerial roots that I so rudely ripped out of their nice, warm, comfy moss. Oh, this is so fancy. So fancy. Okay, and I just happen to have a whole bunch of Velcro here, so that's what we'll use to keep it from falling off. Yeah? Will that work? It would if it was longer. Put two together. Okay. How about that? Yes, boy. Okay. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This is genius. It's probably not, but you know, we've done it. We've done it. Now I just gotta find somewhere to put it where my cats won't knock it over. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now I guess I'm gonna take my handy dandy extension cords and surge protector and go plug in those Christmas lights, and we're gonna go see if it's festive. I think it's gonna be festive. Let's go check it out. There we go. So there's my Christmas lights. I think the red looks a little weird, and the bright white looks a little weird with the warm white there at the front, but okay. We still haven't done the bushes. I don't know if we're going to. Now he wants to do those Christmas tree things people do in their yards. You know, it's basically a stake, and then they put like lights going from the tippy top to the ground, like set out. Does that make sense? I don't know. He wants to do those things now. Oh, and the star, that's usually lit up there. But I plugged it in today, and it lit up, and then it burned out. It's been there for like 6 years. But yeah, them's the lights. I kind of do see what he means about the peak, but I don't think I'm going to get my ass up there and fix it either. It's just going to be lit like that, I think, this year. I don't know. But yeah, that was it. That's me. That was my lights. I've got one random bright one over there. I wonder if that's something to be worried about. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and come back and check me out again soon. Bye.